From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bearschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bearschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Don't be surprised if your kids seem bored when they have some time off from school. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. While kids may not miss the confinement of the classroom, they may miss the routine of the school day. Help them add some structure to those free days by planning special projects. Rearrange a bedroom, plan a family meal, increase that batting average, and keep it fun.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? This is Old School, Jay Foreman. We got Kenny Wilhite in here. Old School for real. Also on the ones and twos. Welcome back, Kenny. Thanks Strick for On the Block and then also the crossover. We're brought to you by the Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients and Butcher Shop, 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill. Every type of meat and every type of cut. You're getting a little bit of break this week, so if you want to grill, go over to Mercado, and fill up because you got about 4 days this week. Actually 5, Monday through Friday for sure, that you can get that grill or smoker going. So always handle business accordingly. But Kenny, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to deal with the college football playoffs because that's what everybody, championship weekend, right? Let's just talk about championship weekend. We started on Friday. Oregon, Washington.
Great game.
Great, right?
Great game.
Right. I want to ask you about playing in those type of games or coaching in them type of games where, you know, defensively you have to have a different type of mindset because you're playing against like Oregon, right? They probably had a better defense, I think, since they played the first time. But now Washington got healthy. That instead of worrying about 2 receivers, you're worrying about 3 NFL receivers. And then the running game got going. I'm talking about the mentality as you pull up to the stadium knowing, okay, we ain't pitching a shutout, right? Then you got to be like, okay, as a DB, I want to ask you this. Knowing they're going to catch the 9-10-yard hitches or comebacks or whatever, how's that mindset change? Because I think Oregon got frustrated, right? Because I felt like, they were making some plays that just no defense to it. But I thought they lost a little bit of the moment, lost some technique, lost some communication and coverages, gave us some explosive plays. And then also, kind of like Nebraska last night, just got caught up in the moment. The game-winning play where they just threw it to the flat. Hey, the nickel guy right there, man. You got number 2 to the flat. I mean, that's walkthrough 101.
Walkthrough 101.
Talk about that, man, because it's a difference in playing against, when they say played against Arizona State versus Washington for it all, and you want to win so bad, sometimes you can hurt yourself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on yourself. But the thing I always said is one play at a time.
Right.
One play at a time. You're going to get hit. You're going to give up something big.
Right.
But you got to be able to bounce back. You got to take it, put it out of your mind, and be ready to bounce back. I think Washington took Oregon's best shot.
Yep.
Never folded. If you look at the sidelines, you know what I mean? Sidelines will tell you a lot about a team.
Yeah.
They'll tell you a lot about a team. Oregon took Washington's best shot, bounced back.
Right.
But I think when it just got
tight. Sphincter muscle guys.
I was going to say
got tight. Yeah. That diamond came was coming out of there, boy.
When it got tight,
right.
I think some guys forgot about, like you said, technique.
Let me ask you about this, because Austin, we'll keep the when I participated in the picks, I was horrible. I mean,
it wasn't that bad.
But it was only
6-5.
The only thing that was good that Bama won. I thought Georgia was winning, but Bama won. But I thought Oregon was going to win this game. Talk about. I don't mean to cut you off. Talk about and it's happened a few times when we played at Nebraska. Obviously, we didn't play together, but I'm sure. Whereas you're the undefeated team, but then you're playing a team that you beat already, but then they the favorite. What were they favored by? Like 9.5?
Yeah, line ended 8.5, 9.
Talk about that, man, because when you talk about the sidelines, that was a motivating factor, because them boys were playing. It was personal when the Washington was hitting them dudes from Oregon. They was number 11 for Washington. Listen, he wasn't just tackling you; he was trying to finish you.
He was trying to finish you.
Yeah,
I mean that whole game they were trying to finish each other, but I think Washington had more.
Right? It was personal.
Somebody may have said something during the week.
Yeah,
that they put it up in the locker room.
Right.
That probably got Washington really going. So the crazy thing is, two of my good friends is on Oregon staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tony. Yeah.
And then a guy that GA for me when I coached at Central Arkansas. He's the DB coach at Oregon.
Okay.
And Coach Cav's there too. As an offensive line assistant.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah.
So he's there too. But I reached out to both of them. They said they think they got this one.
Oh, so they came in cocky.
I wouldn't say cocky. They were confident.
Oh, sure. Well, and you know what? To be honest with you, since the first game, they had played better.
Yes.
They had played. They looked like they got better, right, Austin? How many times did we talk about that? Twice at least? Right?
Oh, at least. I mean, about every other week.
Yeah.
After that or that Washington loss.
They just got.
But I again.
They got. Yeah, come on, Kenny.
They did.
Let's be real. They just got.
They got.
Yeah.
But it was a battle.
Yeah.
It was a great game. I mean, but like you said, Washington was trying to really hurt them when they was here.
Yeah, and that was Washington hadn't played like that all year. It seemed like somebody on Washington staff, I don't know who it was, whether the head coach, D coordinator, or somebody, he challenged them dudes like they manhood.
And they stepped up to it.
Every single one of them. They had the big old Samoas. They was house and stuff up there. They was not playing any games.
None.
So I felt like that was a good
kickoff
championship weekend. Big Ten championship. We could just gloss over that, even though we, in Big Ten country. I want to ask you about the ACC. I want to ask you about Florida State. What's your feeling on Florida State? Granted, they're undefeated. Their strength of schedule is like 55 or 60. They haven't looked good, rightfully so, when you lose a Heisman candidate and a quarterback. What's your feeling on Florida State not getting in? Do you think it was, I know what I think. Do you think it was TV driven, money driven, matchup driven for the last college football playoffs to go into the 12-1 next year? Or you just think that they just took the best team?
I think it was, my opinion.
All right.
It was TV and money driven. Because if you go 13-0, win your conference championship
Power
as the Power
5,
Five, you should be in the playoffs.
Yeah, and you beat LSU. Yeah, and you beat some ranked teams, but and it's almost like, there was a way that Washington and Oregon could have got into it if Oregon won because of the rest of the conference.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, Florida State got penalized because, well, really, Miami's the one that tricked it off.
Yes.
That Georgia Tech game, and then the other game that they lost in the last 4 plays. If Miami win those two, then their strength of schedule goes up, and they most likely might play Miami. Actually, it was against Louisville. Play Miami. And then, therefore, your win in the ACC championship means more. You might get in there. I think it was TV-driven. I think they knew, essentially, the defense would have held decent. But I think if they played Michigan, it would have been. You know what they were afraid of, I think? You know who, if I was Florida State, you know who I'd be mad at? TCU. I'd be mad at TCU.
Yeah.
Because everybody was fearful of that, because that's the national championship game. And you got there and you beat Michigan, and you look like a totally different team playing against Georgia, and it was an embarrassment.
You were outman,
right? But
you beat Michigan, but you were outman in the finals,
right? But it was an embarrassment to the college football playoffs. Yes. So I think that got into it. I think there was a little bit of SEC bias, rightfully so, because they feel like they've dominated this thing for however many years, and really, to be honest with you, if there's one team I feel like that should be probably more mad, but I think Kirby Smart knows
it's Georgia.
It's Georgia.
And I was going to say that. I didn't want to cut you off, but Georgia still had the right to be in there. Because if you look at Alabama's last 2 games previously,
right,
they barely beat Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
And who did they play before that? I can't remember, but it was a close game.
Right.
They didn't blow them out. So I'm like, you punishing Georgia because they lose 1 at the end of the season, when Alabama just struggled with their last 2 opponents.
Right. I think a little bit of the thing with Georgia, they hadn't looked good all year.
No.
The strength of schedule, just based on it, wasn't very strong. And then they made the excuse for Alabama as it was a rivalry game, which there is a difference, because we've seen where Nebraska had nothing to play for, beat Iowa last year. So, and then when times that Iowa beat us, it went down to the last second. So that goes into it. I think if there was a team that should be mad, it'd be Georgia, because you can say, okay, we'll lose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like TCU last year.
They lost and got in.
Georgia, same thing. With number 1, and we fall all the way to what, 5 or 6? 6. That's a bigger, I guess, drop versus the jump for Alabama. I can see Alabama getting up there close. I would be okay with Georgia being in. I feel like Alabama's the better team. Let's be honest. If you were trying to get the 4 best teams, it would probably be Michigan, probably Ohio State, if you get in there, Georgia and Bama. Those would probably be the 4. Now, Texas would have you got 6 top teams, Texas and Washington as well. I don't think Washington or Texas would be favored against Ohio State. And I don't think they'd be favored against Georgia.
No.
And I don't think either one would be favored against Bama. That's the way I look at it on a neutral site, based on the coaching, based on how they're playing.
Even though Texas beat Bama, you don't think they'd be favored?
Not that this. That's it's kind of like we looked at Creighton and Nebraska. That's a different Alabama than the team that you played early in the season. That's the time that you want to beat them, versus now you got a quarterback that's playing his role, his type of quarterback at an extremely high level. And he's an unstoppable factor. So I think it'd be a lot different in a lot different outcome. But the 4, we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. And we'll talk about in the next segment the other bowl games. Who's going to play? Who's not going to play? First day of the Vortex. Transfer portal.
Oh my goodness!
It's Baskin Robbins in there. If I was a coach, I might just sit back and chill.
Yeah.
Right. Just wait till wait till like towards Christmas. Let them get tight and that money dry up.
It's 10 quarterbacks in the portal.
There's more than that.
No, I'm talking about
Real deal
quarterbacks in the portal.
Yeah. I mean,
Dylan Gabriel just threw me through a loop.
Same with McCourt, but McCourt has a reason. Yeah. So we'll talk about that when we come back after a break. We're waiting on Bill Michener from Lighthouse. I think he's around here. I got a big old Bill coming in. Jay Foreman, Kenny Wilhite, Austin, Old School. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on me and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through December 5th is spend $75 and get a 2-pound prepackaged pecana roast for free. Limit 3 per visit while supplies last. Also, through the 5th, get 20% off all cheese and crackers. Don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
What if that happened to Nebraska? What do you think would be going on right now? If somehow, some way, miraculously, Matt Rule and company went undefeated, and because we lost our starting quarterback, you forgot about the entire 100 and how many ever guys, as if it only took the quarterback to get Florida State undefeated. NCAA, make it make sense. Committee, make it make sense. There's no rhyme or reason to your selection.
Become a member of the YMCA today and enjoy access to all 4 Lincoln locations. Free group fitness classes along with member pricing for the whole family on youth programs such as swimming, dance, and basketball. The YMCA even offers free health assessments to kickstart your workout. Start the new year off right as a member of the YMCA and enjoy no initiation fees through the end of the month. For a list of locations and to join, visit ymcalincoln.org. The YMCA, for a better us.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Is your furnace operating like you think it should? Find out with a service check now from the pros at Bryant. No matter what make or model, Bryant will perform a thorough system check to make sure you're good to go this winter. Bryant also offers free second opinion heat exchanger checks. Before you spend thousands on a new furnace, let Bryant check it free. Anytime you need furnace service or repair, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting a little patchy fog early this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies are expected throughout the day. We'll see a high of around 50. Tonight, a chance of sprinkles possible early, then partly cloudy skies with a low around 31. Tomorrow, see mainly sunny skies and a high of around 45. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clicker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this December 6th at the 93.7 Ticket Studio at 1040 O Street. Parking available along 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It was optional. Grinch. Alex.
Kevin Cosgrove.
Kevin Cosgrove. But Lincoln Riley's boy is Grinch. Alex Grinch. They live right down. They live 5 minutes from each other. He had a $5 million house. Lincoln Riley had 17.
He just sold his though.
Yeah, quick.
He
just moved in. He said moved in and moved right out. He pulled a Mike Riley on you. He pulled Mike Riley on you. Anyways, Jay Foreman. Yes, you know what? Don't even try to act like you on that. You know Mike Riley was up in there. Walked up in there.
He was
walked in there. He changed the paint and left. Before it even dried, that thing was back up on the market.
Yep.
Anyways, Jay Foreman, Kenny Wilhite, Austin, old school. Talking about college football. Obviously, the portal is huge. I call it the vortex. I think it's the portal is the ultimate place where, from the outside looking in, it looks like a lot of fun. In reality, when they go in, there's a lot of feelings hurt. There's no planning, and it never, for a majority. Okay, I wouldn't say never because never is too much. For a majority of people that go in the portal, it does not end up or work out the way that they envisioned. Because I think here's my analogy, Kenny, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you helped out with a lot of high school kids and talked to a lot of coaches and probably a lot of parents. I think now with social media and stuff, people get influenced by it because if you talk to a high school athlete, basketball, football, baseball, or anything, they think it's Power 5 or bust. That mentality, like, oh, if I don't go to Nebraska or whatever, then I might not go, or I don't, I'm looking at it like I didn't achieve a goal. I think a lot of kids get influenced by this transfer portal of thinking that they're now. Granted, if you can go in there and get to a higher profile school in a better situation for you, and then obviously cash in on some sort of NIL opportunity, have at it. But a lot of people just only fixate on the Caleb Williams, the Shador Sanders, the Reese girl. Is it Reese girl at LSU or Caitlin Clark? Those things up there, like they just hit the lottery.
They hit the lottery.
You got to be able to have some reality. What's your experience with that? I mean, is that a right assessment or not?
Like you said, it's the lottery.
Right.
You have to do your homework and be ready, because there's a lot of guys in the portal that's just as good as you.
Everybody good. Everybody,
if not better.
Right. Everybody, listen. When dudes go in from Oklahoma, Nebraska, Iowa, there's 20 in there from Indiana. They Power 5 just like so. You can't be thinking in there like, okay, I'm better than them.
No, you can't. You can't have that mind frame. But again, it goes without saying, there's been some tampering. If you listen to the Lance Leipold interview the other day, there's tampering going on. Those names that you name, like the quarterbacks that are in the portal.
To pick real quick, like Max Johnson, your boy Riley Leonard already going.
Yeah. So there's been some communication behind the scenes.
Right.
Drinkwitz said the same thing today on the press conference after their bowl. Do you guys care to guess how many players are in the transfer portal right now?
Total.
How many
from football?
From football. How many football players are in the transfer portal right now?
No. 2,500.
I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm going over 28.
928.
That's it.
That's just new ones, right?
Just today.
928 today.
That's the count as of today. 928. It opened what? At midnight?
Yes.
So 16 hours ago. You're talking what? 50, 55, 52, 55 players entering the transfer portal every hour. Essentially 1 a minute.
And again, the big name guys that we talked about, like the quarterbacks, for example, there's been some communication behind the scenes.
Right. Is there? I mean,
it won't be long before they end up where they want to be.
Right.
Or where they.
But you know what? More power to them.
Yes.
Don't jump in there without a plan. Let me ask you this from a organization standpoint, or I guess a team standpoint. With your experience, because you've had it. I mean, how is it viewed? So say like Jay Foreman, right? Say I've been starting for a couple of years, and for whatever reason I jump into the portal. You get an email or something. I'm sure, right? An update, like, or find out on social media.
You'll get it from compliance,
right? So you be like, well, dang, okay. Well, say I go into the portal, and then I come back. Are you allowed? Like, how does that? Are you allowed to come back, or what does that mean? Or like, how does it work?
You can. You can say, Coach, I want to put my name out there just get some feelers out there. But if you really want it, that university will take you back. Now, some places won't. Once you do that, you're done. Now, again, it's not always the kid doing it too. There's some forcing or some pushing outward from within.
Yeah, say that it's the best thing for you to check out the portal.
There you go.
Right. I mean, which is you got to appreciate that, because if I always look at it when transferring started to kind of become more regular.
Mm-hmm.
I never fault the kid for it. Say they're not playing. Say you third on the depth chart. You at Georgia. You got 3 dudes ahead of you, 2 dudes ahead of you. You'll be lucky to get out there in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And you want to go somewhere else and play, I have no problem with it.
You got to have film.
Yeah.
Unless you were, just say, big time
recruit
that other schools wanted you.
Right.
Now you may have a home. They may be full too at your position. But if you're not that big time recruit and you third on the depth chart, you're a 3-star guy and you third on the depth chart at a Texas or Oklahoma, and you don't have no film, you may be FCS or the MAC schools. That's where you're gonna end up at. But you got to have a plan. You gotta have a plan.
Yeah, but I mean, have you ever had kids say, "Okay, I got to go down to FCS. I'm gonna ball out and then I'm gonna be back"?
I've sold kids on that.
And how's that received?
They don't want to. They don't want to hear.
Well, I mean, you go from this over here or something like this to
you go from a Bentley to a
Chevy celebrity,
Chevy Cruze.
Yeah, Chevy Cruze, or I understand that, but sometimes you gotta be humbled, or you gotta go and willing to go through some adversity. I mean, I think if I only could compare it to somebody that really went from a penthouse to, like you said, from a Bentley to a Chevy Cruze and then back up, it'd be Cam Newton. He was at Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was playing behind Tim Tebow. If you have Cam listen, you ever listen to his podcast?
Oh my God.
He said he never stole any computer and all that. He just knew Tim Tebow was the dude, and Josh Leaks was there. And so he was going to play. He wasn't going to play. So he went to Blinn Junior College, right?
Mm-hmm.
Went to Blinn Junior College. He took everything that he learned there, good, bad, and ugly. Took it to Blinn Junior College, went undefeated.
Won JUCO national championship.
And then he went right to Auburn, did the same thing.
Did the same thing. $300,000 later.
Right. Yeah, back then, it went to his dad, Cecil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to do what you got to do.
So he had a brother that
Cam did. Yeah, he played offensive tackle.
O-line.
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah.
We played against him. He was at Tennessee State.
Was it good?
Animal.
Yeah, he played.
I was coaching at Southeast Missouri State.
Yeah.
He was at Tennessee. Oh my goodness.
He played in the league for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he got hurt. Yeah. But he played though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you have a plan, I feel like you have a plan. It's going to be interesting. What do you think about all these quarterbacks and big name established players jumping in there? I with McCord, the thing is that he went to Ryan Day, and he asked Ryan Day, "Are you going for another quarterback?" Ryan Day said no. He caught wind of them trying to research about other quarterbacks, which, to be honest with you, I'd be mad, but I can understand it because Cam Ward's out there. Riley Leonard at one point in time is out there. Who knows else is going to be out there? You can understand it. Then that's why he jumped in the portal. I want to ask you about Fleming, the receiver that had over 900 yards. Why would a player like that or of that caliber and multiple players throughout the whole nation jump into the transfer portal when essentially you got a great situation where you're at?
It goes back probably to the quarterback. The head coach wouldn't commit to the quarterback being his number one guy. Now, he struggled a little bit this year.
Right.
But you ultimately want that
connection
with you and your head coach.
Yeah.
Supposed to be your guy. You're supposed to be his guy. If there's any disconnect there, then you're going to go in the portal.
Right.
Fleming, there has to be. McCord's gone. Who's going to throw the ball to him?
They don't know yet.
They don't know.
They're doing their research.
So
they better up that research quick.
So there has to be some disconnect there. So he said, I'm going to do what's best for me and go into the portal.
Yeah, it's interesting, though. I mean, the one thing I said, I want to ask you about this also before we go to break is what this transfer era, and it's probably, I mean, we in Austin joked around, it's like pretty soon you're going to be able to transfer mid-season. Hey, listen, bro. School's going to be more than optional. You're going to be professionals I'm telling you, 10 years from now, mark it right here. Get it right here. 10 years from now, people are going to be able to leave like on their bye week. Watch.
Thanks for the clip, Jay.
Watch. 10 years, mark my words. Well, anyways, in this transfer era, right? Wanted to ask you about this. I feel it sometimes makes, which I think sometimes could be a good thing, is make coaches to continuously recruit their present day roster. What I mean by that is we've known some coaches prior that will have somebody and just leave them and only focus on, say, like me and you playing and then not, talk to Austin. Do you find that to be true? Or is it just like, it's just a free for all and you just never know?
I don't think there's commitment on either part.
No, not anymore.
Not
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah, you can't even expect that. Now it's like 2 years.
Yeah.
Just if we can keep
player
it for
and coach.
Right.
Player and coach.
Right.
Because that coach can sell you, say, I'm going to be here the next 5 years, and he gone after your first year being there.
He'd be gone by the time you sign.
By the time you sign.
Yeah.
So the guy that recruited you can recruit you till signing day.
And then gone with January.
And then gone the day after signing day.
Send you a Happy New Year card.
Yeah. Say thank you, good luck, and, I decided to move on. So there's no commitment on both sides right now. So it's like you said, but in my experience, you have to have a connection with your players in order to keep them. You said it last spring, you have to re-recruit the guys on your roster.
Right.
Because if not, they're going to get picked off.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and then, the thing is you have to make sure you strategically play them, re-recruit them, and always update them on their status.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think if you do that as a coach or as a analyst or a whatever it is that they do, then you could be okay with it. Like if you do everything you can and they just want to lead, then that does, for me, it wouldn't be a Jay Foreman problem. That would be
the player problem. Yeah. Like you said, if you do everything in your power to show that individual kid that you want them, you need them, this is the best place for them, you're going to do all you can to get them to the next level if that's what they want to do, or get them something outside of football.
Right.
They'll stick with you. If you don't, but you have to continuously do that.
Right. That's huge, man. That's a good segment because I think that's just, it's 24/7, 365. There is no days off. And yes, you might not be physically working, but you have to be mentally working on them. You have to constantly be thinking about your players, and rightfully so. And I think in this way of
even when you're on the road recruiting, you have to be
open and honest,
in touch with your players that are,
make sure they don't get too bent out of shape
back at home.
Right.
You have to continuously touch bases with them.
Yeah, man. That's a good segment there. We're going to go to break, come back. I see him over my shoulder there, Big Bill Missioner. We're going to have from Lighthouse going to come in here. Jay Foreman, Kenny Wilhite, Austin Orman. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Happy holidays from Hamilton. As we celebrate the joy of this holiday season, we are grateful for our loyal customers, the communities we serve, and our outstanding employees. Hamilton takes great pride in connecting and protecting your business with the latest in telecommunications and technology solutions. From our Hamilton family to yours, we wish you a merry and bright holiday season and prosperous new year. Happy holidays from all of us here at Hamilton.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com. Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
Is your furnace operating like you think it should? Find out with a service check now from the pros at Bryant. No matter what make or model, Bryant will perform a thorough system check to make sure you're good to go this winter. Bryant also offers free second opinion heat exchanger checks. Before you spend thousands on a new furnace, let Bryant check it free. Anytime you need furnace service or repair, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting a little patchy fog early this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies are expected throughout the day. We'll see a high of around 50. Tonight, a chance of sprinkles possible early, then partly cloudy skies with a low around 31. Tomorrow, see mainly sunny skies and a high of around 45. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clicker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts all year. Take advantage of specials December 6th through the 15th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and most pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our service specials. Don't miss out. It only comes around once a year at your local Landmark Implement. Visit landmarkimp.com/events for a complete schedule of our expo events and experience the Landmark difference.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back. Kenny Wilhite, Jay Foreman, Austin. Old School quick segment before we go to the top of the 5 o'clock hour. Is that clock right, Austin? 50, right? Did we change that?
No, it's 53.
2 minutes slow.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to
We
make
got
sure.
it marked before he left, but that was his parting gift, was to not do it.
There it is. The last poison. He did the Bill Belichick poison pill. Remember what they do in free agency? Sign him to a big old contract that the other team can't get him back. That was his last little poison pill, man. We hear you, Mark. We're gonna get you though. We're gonna get you banana in the tailpipe. We're gonna get up there to Omaha and get after you.
What movie, y'all?
Are you serious?
You keep referencing it. I just can't tell you where it comes from.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. There was 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
California.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, Austin. That's what I'm talking about. Way to recover.
I've seen the first one.
That's when he said it.
Yeah.
I missed that part then.
Yeah. You
My
got,
bad. I'll
that's
rewatch
your,
it.
Austin, that's your,
Got my
new,
homework.
that's your new assignment. By Christmas break, you got to hit up at least 2 of them, man. The last one I didn't really like.
No.
Yeah, the one in the zoo.
No.
Yeah, that was kind of
Wonder World?
Yeah, that was kind of whack. All right, Kitty, I wanted to ask you, man, real quick. Continue on the portal. What percentage of guys that go in the portal don't find anywhere to go? Like, right? I mean, that's a legit question.
There's a high percentage of them that don't find.
So what happens? You just out there?
No, I mean, Power 5, FCS, Division 2, NAI.
So they end up going somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
But it may
you just don't hear about it.
Just don't hear about it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you go in the portal and your phone don't ring. I'm serious. I mean, you be out there and then what happens come January 15th when school start? You just out? You just floating? I view the portal as like outer space. You just out there. You know what I mean?
If you don't have film, you're just out there.
Right.
Again.
And then you get farther and farther away from Earth.
Yes.
And then you
got that spacesuit on.
Right. And then you like a star way off in there that you just blink every once in a while somebody actually mentions your name.
And that's when you realize you're going to go play NAI. I mean,
yeah.
Javier Morton went into the portal midseason.
At Nebraska?
At
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
The DB. I don't think he's found a home yet.
But for him, he couldn't start looking to now.
No, once you go in the portal,
teams can contact you.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard out there for a pimp.
Hard out. What movie, Austin?
I'm going to fail that one too. Give me more homework. Just tell me.
I forgot that one too.
I don't.
Yes.
No.
Terrence,
yeah.
whatchamacallit?
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow, yeah.
Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, there you go, Austin.
Jay and I both have homework.
Yeah.
You didn't get it.
I knew who it was.
He knew who played it.
I
He
know
didn't
who
know the
played
name
him.
of the movie.
I still can't look at a dude, light-skinned brother with green eyes being from Memphis. You ever met? I know plenty of people. All the dudes I played with from Memphis, they don't look like that.
They don't look like that.
Nah, So they needed to recast that.
Taraji B. Henson was in it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. No, but the portal is, I mean, one of my good friends, Carl Reed, who's the head coach in St. Louis. He works with Rivals now. And he talks.
I was just watching him today.
He talks about you better have a plan when you go in the portal.
He's serious about it too.
He's serious about it because again, us three can go in the portal. We're at the same position. I'm at Nebraska. You at Ohio State. You at Michigan. I don't have film. You have 1 year experience. You have 2 years of film. Who you think they're going to take?
Austin.
Yeah. Now he may end up at Penn State.
Right.
You may end up at
Pittsburgh.
Right. I may end up at
Youngstown
Miami,
State.
Ohio.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. It's rough out there, man. Anyways, good first segment. Always good to have Kenny back. But at the top of the 5 o'clock hour, got a special friend in, Bill Mischer, the head man in charge at the Lighthouse. Got a big event coming up on December 13th. I will be there. I sit on the board, but Bill's going to come in and tell his story real quick, and then also about the event on the 13th. So we'll be right back. Jay Foreman, Kenny Wilhite, Austin. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Is your furnace operating like you think it should? Find out with a service check now from the pros at Bryant. No matter what make or model, Bryant will perform a thorough system check to make sure you're good to go this winter. Bryant also offers free second opinion heat exchanger checks. Before you spend thousands on a new furnace, let Bryant check it free. Anytime you need furnace service or repair, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts all year. Take advantage of specials December 6th through the 15th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and most pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our service specials. Don't miss out. It only comes around once a year at your local Landmark Implement. Visit landmarkimp.com/events for a complete schedule of our expo events and experience the Landmark difference.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals, and get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Here we go. 5 o'clock hour. Jay Foreman, if you can see us out here on the live on the Ticket YouTube. Myself, Austin Orman, Kenny Wilhite, special guest Bill Mitchner on Old School, brought to you by the Mercado Certified Piedmontese, special ingredients of Butcher Shop, 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill. Without further ado, Bill, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate being here.
I will say this. I was approached to participate on the board. We have a mutual friend. We won't say his name because he always, right? He probably listen. We ain't going to say his name. So I wasn't going to do it because he's always joking. He's the jokester. But once he mentioned Bill, Bill's a great dude, highly respected. I love him. Bill now runs the Lighthouse. Right.
Yes, sir.
So I think for people, before we get into the nuts and bolts of what's going on December 13th, give everybody like a Cliff Notes version of your story. Cause I think that's one of the best. When I came to the first or one of the Lighthouse events, it was downtown across from Laszlo's. And I never really had heard your story. I heard about you, right? You were like, the thing about him, Kenny, about Bill, he was like the Jolly Green Giant, Big John. You hear about Bill Mitchner. And I meet him. He's the nicest dude ever. But then I heard the story, man. Just tell everybody your story, because I think it's a great story, and it's a phenomenal story to be telling at this time of year. But you live it every day, and you're a true success story, in my opinion.
No, I appreciate that a lot. So, when I first came to Lighthouse, I dropped out of high school and was out just partying and not giving a crap about anything because both of my older brothers went on to prison, dropped out of high school. No boy in my family graduated. So I was just leading a life that I knew that was there, and that's what was laid in front of me. And I had no idea what was possible until I went to Lighthouse, and they showed me the possibilities and what could be in my future. And had to do some work though, because
Right.
when I went in front of the board of education to ask to go back, they told me into my face, "We'll reluctantly let you back because we don't think you'll graduate." Now, statistically, of course, a person that's going to come back would be their senior year is not going to graduate, and you're going to use that either for fuel, or you're going to use it for fire, or you're going to live a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, I decided to do the fuel for fire and really buckle down. And we went along, and I thought I was doing it for my dad, my parents, and my dad ended up getting real sick and dying before I graduated. And so that was very tough on me to try to figure out my path. And then again, there was Lighthouse and the staff that supported me. So I graduated. My mom dies right after I graduated from high school. So again, where I go back to is Lighthouse. That was the stability. That was the shining light, and never left there. So I've been there 28 years now and been director almost 19 of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great story of like perseverance, but then also, using that something that could take you one way, and then working even harder to take it. And then now the influence that you have, right? I think on Lincoln, Lincoln Youth of a safe place to go, because I'm at the facility all the time, but then it's a place where they can prosper. Talk about that when somebody kind of comes and then you see the potential in them. Everybody, you don't look at them as problems, just look at the way just to advance their life. And then you see them 5 years from now or 10 years from now, then you be like, man, see a little bit of yourself or just see the growth in them. Talk about that, because I think that's huge. It's like you're a coach, right?
Exactly.
And you get a kid that's a 2-star. He's like, all right, by time he leaves here or she lives here, you're going to be a 5-star. Talk about that, because I think that's huge.
Yeah. So, when our kids come in, we look at, again, the potential, but we meet everyone individually where they're at, because everybody has a different story and we want them to be able to tell that story. And so my whole career at Lighthouse was about finding more opportunities, about expanding their world so they're not living in this little box. Why we started the Trades and Industry Exposure Program, why we even do the Alternative Suspension Program, is because we want to show these young people that potentially made mistakes that there are still loving, caring adults out there that believe in them, that will help get them on the right path and show them what their responsibilities are. So we just want to do it different than anybody else in this country. And even when we became accredited, people kept asking me, well, what's next? Or they said, you made it, right? You made it. You guys are there. And to me, it's about what's the next mountain I can climb to continue to improve upon what we're doing. And I do see a little bit of myself in the young people that come there, because I never had the opportunities. And as a matter of fact, I was just talking to my son, which is a senior this year. The difference between him and I is I didn't have that guidance and love from a parent. And here we are. He has 2 loving, caring parents that are helping him. And he happens to go to Lighthouse too,
right?
Because even we can't provide enough to him, enough opportunities. And what Lighthouse does is just expand it even further.
Yeah, that's awesome. And one of the original, Lighthouse events were kind of co-hosted by Eric Warfield, was your basketball games where you guys played against Lincoln Fire Department, Police Department. Likes of Bud Crawford, and you're right. You had some hoopers. I didn't get to participate. I want to ask you though, can that man to your left, can he hoop? He says he can hoop. Can Kenny hoop? That's all I want to know, man. Because Bill, if you listen to Kenny,
oh my,
he like
God.
Tim Hardaway, Allen Iverson mixed in together. He said his jumper is always on like a light switch. Is there any truth to that, man?
I mean, he had his moments.
Yeah.
He had his moments in there. I'll tell you what, the police department's scrappy though. And that really kicked off a program that we do too, because too many of my young people that don't look like me have a some issues when it comes to law enforcement. And so we kicked off a program called Cop Club or 5-0 Club to bridge that gap between the young people, so the law enforcement can understand where my young people are coming from, and my young people can also understand a little bit more about where they're coming from. And this program has just been a blessing to this community and really started changing the perspectives. And it's very important for me that the police officers, especially law enforcement, those in positions of authority, look at our kids in a different way. We use the restorative practice model, which I also taught and trained 8 officers to become trainers in that. So again, to me, it's about how can we do it differently and better for the young people that I serve.
And, just on a side note, Bill is a huge Husker fan. He knows football. He does. I mean, because I think over the years, we've cut it up. We've solved all the football problems. We came to the conclusion that nice Mike Riley needed to exit stage left, right? I decided, then we told somebody that had the powers that be that they needed to exit and handle it. What's your view on Matt Rule on the season from a Husker perspective or Husker fan perspective, and then moving forward?
So, I mean, he came in and had a tough job because people keep talking about culture, and culture matters. And when you have people stirring the bucket, causing some problems behind the scene, you're always going to have some trouble. And he came in a mess. And in my opinion, he did a good job of creating a culture that came together. And of course, we have some highlights. We have some things, of course, we got to work on. But when you look at, let's start with the offense. The offense had a lot of struggles and turnovers. But one of the things that we really saw an improvement on was the line.
Right.
That line really improved even after injuries, continued to show improvement, continued to do the work. And of course, everybody knows defense took care of business.
Sure.
And it was smart to pay that man to stay here because I always hear people talk about, well, they need time, they need stuff to do. They're bringing in a new system. Well, this is 1 year in that system with a lot of the same athletes, and look at what that defense did.
Right.
So you get people to believe, you coach them up, things change. And I think we have a bright future. I think we got to bring in some extra pieces because we're missing a few pieces, but
right.
I really do think that there are better days for the Huskers, and I don't have to continue to talk about it every year because it's going to start changing.
Yeah, then we get to take our party from the garage on the road, right?
That's right. Wouldn't that be fun?
I want to ask you, Bill. Obviously, December 13th is a huge, or one of the huge days in Lighthouse on their schedule.
Yep.
Let all our listeners know. We'll obviously pump it out there in social media. Try to get you back even a week from now because it's 2 days before. Talk about next Wednesday, or the next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, December 13th, and what's going on.
So let me break that down. So Christmas time for a lot of us, we think of it as a magical time. It's a time for us to celebrate. We know we're going to get up in the morning, we're going to unwrap some gifts and have all this food and really celebrate in all of our own different ways. Well, most of my kids don't get that. And, they wake up to uncertainty. Sometimes they don't even know if the lights are going to be on. So we decided to do this event. Actually, Eric Warfield started this event with us, and we just continue to carry it on. And what we do is we team up student athletes from the University of Nebraska, and we give each of the students a $100 gift card to go shopping at Walmart. And at one point while speaking, I had a person call me and say, "Why do you do that? You're creating a different problem by providing this to these young people." And I'm like, well, why don't you come out and check out this event? Because I think you're misreading what we're doing and what's happening. And he comes out to the event and sees and witnesses these young people buying groceries for their family, buying younger siblings these gifts, buying parents these gifts, while we're trying to encourage them to spend it on themselves, because that doesn't happen very often. They were doing all of this outside of themselves. That person went from a skeptic to one of the funders of this program. So it is so powerful and needed. And we can't raise enough money, but our goal is to do 10,000, and that need is great. So we're just trying to get enough money raised to get 100 kids out there this year to go shopping.
So where is it? December 13th.
Yep.
North Walmart, right? On
Correct.
the 27th. What, at 5 to what?
5:15, and we hope to end about 7:15.
Yeah.
So it's about a couple hours.
And people can donate on the website, right? We'll put it out on social media on the Lighthouse website.
Yep.
And then all the instructions are there?
Yeah. So if they go on and donate, all they have to do in the memo line is just say the Christmas shopping.
Okay.
Then we know it's dedicated to that.
Great. Yeah, we'll continue to pump it out. You know, but I will say this: the Lighthouse is a great place. I mean, I enjoy going over there, man. And the best thing is that you guys got the hoop court in there, right?
We do.
I just took a peek in there. I didn't get in there, but I mean, the thing is, I think I've seen it grow over the years, right? And the more things that you can, add and kind of have there, I think that's where correct me if I'm wrong, where the growth but then also the efficiency of the growth of some of the kids that come in and how they are able to go through your program and you assist them in becoming all that they can be.
That's right. And to be honest with you, some don't even know that they have interest in certain areas or talents in certain areas. And that's why we explore everything and look at everything and then help coach them and get them in those areas. A lot of them come in loving to play basketball, dreaming about going and playing for their high schools. Well, when they come in, they don't understand the team concept. It's individual. And by the time we work with them, they're now making their teams.
Right. Bill, for people out there, like, how big is the staff over there? Like the infrastructure, how big is your staff over there?
I have 14 full-time staff members, 2 half-time, and then a few part-time on-calls. And the work that we do is not a huge staff, but it's powerful. And we get a lot done, and they're dedicated, and they feel like they're part of a family. And that's exactly what we are. It's I have a young lady that misses every weekend because we're not open on weekends. And every Monday she comes back and she's like, I missed you guys. I hate weekends because I always want to be back here. And so that's our kids. That's
Right.
our staff. They love what they do. And we just get connected in that way.
And for people, I know where it's located at. Even though when we had here's the funny thing. We had a birthday celebration for Bill. I won't date you, but the email went out where we were getting the food from, right? And it was down on 27th, right? And so my mistake, I went down to the place. I walked in there, Kitty, and nobody was there. So now one of the board members is the jokester. So I was hot as fish grease. Like, yo, man, you got me out here. I'm rushing over here. You got me over here, man. Where are you? He's like, we're at the Lighthouse. And I'm like, went all the way over there, man. So when I walked in there to a celebration, your boy had an egg on his face. Man.
Who did? You did?
Yeah. So I was saying, for everybody that doesn't know, give everybody the location of the Lighthouse.
Yeah, so Lighthouse is located at 2601 N Street. So right in the heart of Lincoln.
Right. It's right there. It's a great location. Right. Easy to get to, even though I was down the other way 8 minutes. But it's a great place, man. I think for people that haven't been able to stop by and see it or whenever they can, you really will appreciate what they do when you see it, though. It's a really special place.
Yeah, and I'm going to encourage, if people do want to come by, please come take a tour while we're open.
Yeah.
Because a building's just a building. You're not going to see the magic that we do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
What's your hours?
So we're open 2 to 8 Monday through Thursday and 2 to 7 on Friday.
There you go. And we're going to head to break. We'll pump out all the social media stuff, encourage people to do it. We're going to try, if we can, with your schedule, sees it Monday or Tuesday, come back in day before, right?
Yep.
We should try to get Peters in there, right? We might have to bring on Knucklehead in.
You should come with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we can, I'll be there Wednesday. I'm saying make him come in studio and tell everything that he does.
He can actually swing by and pick me up.
Yeah. We'll have to do that. We'll have Bill back next week, Monday or Tuesday, but we want to thank him for stopping in. We're going to take a quick break, get back to the transfer portal and all that stuff. Jay Foreman, Bill Michener of the Lighthouse, Kenny Wilhite in Austin. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, The Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals. And get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Don't miss the most innovative ag technology that exists today on display in Lincoln at the Nebraska Ag Expo, the second largest indoor ag show in the U.S., December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Check out all the latest technology in row crop and livestock production, robotics, and more at the expanded Innovation Hub. Mark your calendar. That's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Register online at nebraskaagexpo.com to get your tickets in advance and save $5. See you in Lincoln. The Nebraska Ag Expo is sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting a little patchy fog early this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies are expected throughout the day. We'll see a high of around 50. Tonight, a chance of sprinkles possible early, then partly cloudy skies with a low around 31. Tomorrow, see mainly sunny skies and a high of around 45. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
What if that happened to Nebraska? What do you think would be going on right now? If somehow, some way, miraculously, Matt Rule and company went undefeated, and because we lost our starting quarterback, you forgot about the entire 100 and how many ever guys, as if it only took the quarterback to get Florida State undefeated. NCAA, make it make sense. Committee, make it make sense. There's no rhyme or reason to your selection.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Right. What up? We're back again. I want to thank Bill Michener from the Lighthouse coming down next Wednesday. Christmas event. Look on, we'll post the Lighthouse website and then also the links to donate. So you can make a lot of people's Christmas even a little bit more brighter. So appreciate him taking the time out, coming down and see us. Busy schedule, a lot of stuff going on, obviously. But we're back to it. Kenny, we got about 15 minutes, right? How much we got, Austin? 15? About 15 minutes. So we can dive back into just college football in general, right? And the whole NIL thing and transfer portal. Where do you ever think it's going to ever get regulated? Where's the end? You know, how much is enough? What's really pushing this? Because when you see a established quarterback at Dylan Gabriel, right, had a pretty good career or first start to his college career at UCF, transfers to Oklahoma. We saw him up close and personal. Then he had a really good year this year.
Mm-hmm.
He goes into the portal. McCord, that's a different story. Riley Leonard maybe wants a little bit more high profile in the head coach league. So you can kind of get some, you can see some, reasonable reasons. Cam Ward, Pac-12 is, exploded. There's only 2 teams left. You're going to be playing against Mountain West Conference. You probably want to get to a higher profile. But there's a lot of Morris from North Carolina State. A lot of these guys, Howard going in there. Do you think it's money driving it or opportunity?
If I was a betting man, I'd say money. I would say money because Howard, K-State, you just won
Big 12 last year. And you were the starter last game of the season.
Last game of the season. So why? I know in Manhattan, they probably ain't got that many chips down there. They got cows they can offer you, but I don't know.
Right. Well, sometimes that land could provide lifetime residual
what
too.
You said, that land and them cows can
that's long money,
that's
right
long
there.
money.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as the exposure, the higher caliber of playing, I mean, you at Washington State. I mean, you may be playing Mountain West schools, but you still at Washington State.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Cam Ward is different where he's been a one-man show. He could fit into a place like Ohio State. He could fit in anywhere.
Easily.
But it's gonna be a one-year rental.
Pretty much.
And it's gonna be high dollars.
You heard somebody say 1.5, right? Is the going rate?
He might. I mean, it depends. And I guess I want to ask you about this. I think it's always a supply and demand. I think if the demand is high and the supply is low, then you pretty much, it's like selling houses. I think as we've seen today, with 982 players in there, last Friday there was 59 quarterbacks from right, Austin? 59 from FBS and FCS. There's more. There's at least 2 more today.
Mm-hmm.
3 more actually. You count Morris and the other 2. The supply is going to outweigh the demand. So, if, in your guesstimation, is it better to act fast or essentially just kind of recruiting, be the first in contact, continue to recruit, and do you project as a staff like, okay, this person might go into the portal? Because I don't think a lot of people would have projected Dylan Gabriel and McCord to go in there into the portal.
Here's the thing. I mean, we'd be sitting at our desk and we'd get a message, hey, so and so possibly going into the portal at the end of the season.
Oh, before the game, during the season.
Yes.
From your team or opposing teams?
Opposing teams.
Or just at other universities?
Other universities. You get a message, so-and-so is possibly going into the portal at the end of the year.
And then you start looking at them?
Yeah, and then you be like, what? But then you
see it.
You put the film on and start doing your homework, and there it is. He's in the portal. So a lot of it's reactive, but a lot of it's already, like I said, a lot of the homework has already been done.
Right. Yeah. I think like if a guy's in the portal as soon as the season's over, he's been in the portal halfway through the season.
I just
and
told
you. That's just because of just decision making. I don't think you could play a game. I mean, here's why I say like this, Austin, is like if you kick off a game on Black Friday at 11, the game is probably over at 2:30. Like you're walking off the field at 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to take you anywhere from an hour and a half to get showered, talk to your teammates, your coaches, if you got media obligation, recovery, which is like, treatment. And then, so that means you're probably physically not in your car till 4:00 at the earliest. Okay. You got to fight traffic. You ain't getting home till say 4:35. Sit down, probably want to get something to eat. So I just start adding it up, right? Okay. 7:00 is when you got it. Okay. Let me turn on the primetime game. See who's playing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's 7:00. Well, then if you wake up 7 hours or 12 hours later at 7 a.m., you in the portal. Well, how did you just make that decision? Because I think like, okay, well, if you're supposed to sleep and recover, that's 8. So in 4 hours, you made that decision. You play somewhere 4 years, you gone in 4 hours.
That decision was
right.
made
So
alone.
that's right. So that's where I was like, if it's so quick, then it already been happening. It's going to be interesting to me. I'm a firm believer this is not over.
When you say this is not over,
the portal is going to get worse.
Yeah.
Because if things are supposedly ran by the networks, school is going to be an option. You no longer will be a student athlete. You will be an athlete student.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will be online. Everything will be transferable. Therefore, the potential is in-season trading. I'm telling you. Here's why. Listen to me now. Okay, just mess with me, or just wobble. Wobble with me a little bit. What do you guys say in the St. Louis lingo? What do you guys say? What do you guys say?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. Listen, right? If it goes to 4 power conferences, that's just like the European Soccer League, right? Then they'll start to delegate teams. So then they do this thing where you can like essentially rent players. So essentially, you could be transferred, but still be taking classes back in Nebraska. And you getting transferred. I'm telling you.
No way.
Watch.
No way.
Watch. Why not?
Then you have to do away with the NCAA.
They were. When's the last time you heard from them?
Michigan.
But you ain't even heard from them.
Nope.
That was the Big Ten. They still investigating.
Yeah.
They still wondering if that was the dude on the sidelines with the glasses. Everybody else that did the face recognition, it's him. Then here's the best thing about it. He had over 21 people working for him. This is after the game, after they beat Iowa, this stuff came out. So the NCAA, you'll start hearing about, you want to know when you're going to start hearing about the NCAA? You want to know? Mid-February. Guess what's coming in March? March Madness. That's when you start hearing about them. That's when you start hearing from them. Besides that, they don't want nothing to do with this. That's why I think eventually, 10 years from now, if there's not anything structurally put in, it's going to be a free-for-all. Because that would drive TV ratings. Right? Mm-hmm. That will bring the drama, right? That will create another layer of it. Now, they might switch back to regional Big 4 conferences and, in the state, if you do like West Coast, Midwest, and then, the kind of up there with the old Big East and them, and then down the South or whatever. Don't think there won't be a transfer. There will be an in-season transfer portal because everything will be online. You will be an athlete student.
But most of the guys are taking online courses anyway.
Exactly. So you're making my point.
They can't do that. They can't do that.
You know what they said a long time ago? You know what they told Ed O'Bannon? You can't you pay for your name, image, and likeness.
Thank you, Ed.
Right? And he got $8 from
He got $8.
He got $8. And what's the dude? Sam Keller came here. He was a part of it too. Right? They were the pioneers where they people kept saying, no, right? What's that? Kane Coulter up there. They talking about they won the union. They were told no. Now we're at the point now it's a free-for-all. So once you become a union, now we're up to the negotiating table. So if you want to negotiate when it comes to money, they don't care about you being a student anymore. Right?
It's all about the dollar.
Right. So all about the dollar, then everything. Now you're a transferable asset because you're seeing it right now as these guys are using this opportunity, which there's the players that are benefiting of, they're being real smart. Is they know that this is an opportunity to kind of get not just a step ahead in life. This is 20 steps ahead. Name, image, and likeness, and essentially go run with it. And if they continue to play well, then they'll essentially the NFL is just icing on the cake. When generally that was what you worked
That's
for.
what you worked for 4 or 5 years ago.
So you're going to see it already trickle down to high school. You're going to see it trickle down to these club teams.
It's already in high school.
Right. Now you're going to start seeing it in the club teams. Just like and here's why I think it, because if you look at the way basketball started from the clubs teams, right? They were right. It was just the Compton Magic, you could be the Nebraska, whatever. Now you got the shoe companies involved in it.
Well, they got involved in it a long time ago.
Right. But now look how it morphed into it. Right. Zion played for a Nike summer team. He went to Duke.
Nike.
Who did he sign with?
Nike.
Right. So, and then within also where you see things where like that Mikey Williams that just got out of trouble, he had played for different teams. Don't think he wasn't getting paid. That's the transfer portal right there.
Oh, I know
coming.
It goes on. I know it goes on.
The end season's coming. 10 years from now.
There's no way, Jay.
So you know what's going on, Kenny. You've been in it. Is it as bad as people say? Better, worse?
It's bad as people say, and it's only going to get worse unless it gets legislated.
So we're saying the same thing, but we're saying it different ways.
Oh yeah.
Because I think right now, if they're not willing to step in and do anything, that means you're willing and okay with nothing to be done. And so therefore you're just letting people out there cannibalize on themselves and not really caring where it's going. So why wouldn't you be able to transfer? And yes, they changed it to where there's 2 only transfer windows. But then if you just bump that transfer window up in the middle of the season, then it may be lessen the recruiting early commitment or the early high school kids. And then now you just start pushing kids back.
But if you're coaching at Nebraska, you're a coach at Nebraska, would you take a kid mid-season?
Depends on the ramification. Well, I wouldn't.
So
I mean, me
that's
personally.
That's why I don't think it would happen, because this isn't the NFL where you take a guy like the guy that the Eagles just signed, the linebacker.
My boy, Shaq Leonard.
Shaq Leonard. NFL. He only got 4 games. They signed him for a reason. They think he can help them win the Super Bowl.
Right.
If you're at Nebraska and there's a kid in the portal, that's the pros. And you have a kid in the portal and you bring him on your roster, how do you think your other kids that are on your roster are going to feel? It's college now.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't be happy, but here's where I call the pros. The pros is no longer football. That's entertainment.
That's what I'm saying.
That's entertainment at the highest level. Who do you think is gaining momentum and revenue sharing or revenue power on them? College. College, I said, was professional football, right? Still kind of pure football where you're trying to win national championships and all that. Now, as we've seen with this major people, going from Pac-12 conference to here, Pac-12 going all the way out to ACC, now they're getting into entertainment. Now it's just get in where you fit in. Because I'm telling you.
Too short.
Because when things change back to where it's not as sweet for the non-revenue generating sports, it's too much cost effective, then they're going to pivot back to the 4 league or 4 things, like I said, 4, right? It would be regional. Well, then by that time, all rules are going to be out there if the NCAA doesn't step in.
Yeah.
It might be hard to do it, but I wouldn't. Nothing would surprise me right now.
The NCAA better step in now. It's going to be too late.
Yeah, nothing would surprise me right now because nothing's been done. To get to this point, to not have anything done and be at the point where you have well-established starters leaving blue blood programs and going other places, it's a free-for-all. Because, I mean, here's what I always try to tell people about transfers and stuff like that. Ohio State's biggest issue isn't the quarterback position. It's the offensive defensive line. So whoever they get to come there if McCord stayed, unless it's like a Justin Fields or something, he don't have nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they brought in somebody and they gave him 4 times your NIL, you know he's going to be in there. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if it's a regular person, like say like one of the Michigan State guys go there, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
And so, but like Dylan Gabriel, there's no reason for Oklahoma for him to leave Oklahoma.
No. Who's this hurting the worst? Who's this hurting the most?
I think it's hurting the high school kids.
Yes.
I think it's hurting. I think it's hurting the high school kids twofold.
Yes.
Because I consider still guys that redshirt still high school kids, right? So it's hurting the high school kids that are presently in high school, and that's from seniors that are seniors right now, juniors that are going to be seniors next year, and potentially higher end sophomores, because they're trying to forecast where they could go. Well, now they're going to make more uninformed, impulsive decisions based on the transfer portal. Now it's hurting also as well because instead of being patient with a Jay Foreman or a Kenny Wilhite, they're going to get in Austin, and I might end up if we had the same opportunity, I might end up being better. Well, if I'm a redshirt freshman, so that means I'm already finishing my second year. He's a redshirt sophomore. He has 2 years. Now I got to wait 2 more years to actually play, and so then therefore
now you in the portal.
Now I'm in the portal. Now here's where it could really get funky. Austin plays the first 5 games really good, has a high ankle sprain. He's done. I'm in the portal. Now the coach, the team, right? Say I was a good up and coming potential leader, and the university lost twice.
Yep.
Lost the guy that you got, lost me, and then also lost the leadership.
Kind of feels like what happened at quarterback in Frost's first year.
And who was that?
Jebbia left like the day after Adrian was named the starter.
Where did he end up?
Yeah, Ohio State.
I know. That's what I was
He went to 2 OSUs.
He went to 2 OSUs. Oregon State, Ohio
But he
State.
went with the quarterback, with the coach that recruited him, right? That was here with Mike Riley.
Langsdorf?
Langsdorf didn't go back
No.
to Oregon State.
No.
I thought Danny Langsdorf went there.
No.
He left here and went there.
No.
Oh. But somebody did. All them dudes went back. Trent Bray and all them went back.
Just Trent.
Yeah.
Plenty of other players went there. Avery Roberts ended up there. Lightborn ended up there.
And the receiver.
Tyjon.
Tyjon.
Yeah, I mean, now he might start in the bowl game for Ohio State.
It's Devin Brown. He's the future. He's the one they're going to turn it over to first. Jebbia plays though.
Here's my feeling on Devin Brown. Is it Devin? Here's my feeling on Devin Brown. If you're a quarterback at a major university, that means you're at a blue blood. You can put them all in there. You can even throw Nebraska in there. And you wearing 33, you ain't never. If you ask me if I'm a coach and you come in there, listen, you ain't never playing. This is not you are not being number 33 going out there unless it's a sentimental number,
and it better be really.
It better be really good, like your dad wore it, your grandfather wore it, your uncle, Jimmy John wore it. You know what I mean? Billy Ray wore it too down there at the Elks Club. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a family number. Otherwise, you wear 33, bro. You're gonna be right there. You're gonna be doing some backpedaling.
Who was the last player to wear a number like that at quarterback?
Doug Flutie. And he won the Heisman. So unless you're winning the Heisman or you got a good reason, you ain't wearing 33. So you just never know. I mean, it might be where Ryan Day just lets them go out there and rolls the ball out there and see who's good.
He said that. He said they were going to compete for it.
All right.
Those were his words.
They're
going to have a competition.
So there ain't no
chance. Before McCord went into the portal.
Oh, so he was telling McCord he was on notice?
Pretty much. He wouldn't commit to him being the starter.
Oh yeah. See, what do you think about that kind of dirty business?
That's what I'm saying.
Right? So, I mean,
there was a disconnect somewhere.
My man won 11 games. He pretty much won that Notre Dame game for you.
But was he good enough all year to be 95% sure to be the starter?
No.
Like, I get it. Like, if you win 11 games, yeah, you should probably have your name penciled in. But if you wanted to guarantee that he's the starter, you can't ever guarantee anything like that.
No, I mean, it's hard, though, because I would say that first interception against Ohio State.
You mean against Michigan?
Michigan, excuse me. I would have liked to seen the receiver fight a little bit harder for it. I don't care who your daddy is, right? I would like to seen that. Mm-hmm. Now, I would have liked to see an adjustment off it when the cornerback's playing hard inside leverage that you run. We used to call it NIF route, so it's an option route and go back outside. Now that whether he didn't call it, it wasn't ran. I would have liked it. This didn't work. This didn't work out. The last interception, that's on McCord.
Yes.
But totally. I will tell you this: if I was McCord, I was like, listen, that clock management and those timeouts, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Because that clock management, then that game was horrible. Somebody was tight over there in the sidelines.
Seen that story.
So, I mean, I think it's a couple of things. I mean, it's the day and age of college football. I think pressure makes guys do things that they normally wouldn't do. And I said this, and I'll say this before we go to break. I think the pressure at Michigan made Jim Harbaugh do something. Now, he gets out of character, but so out of character that he was okay with cheating to the point that it was so egregious that he was like, I got to beat these dudes no matter what.
By any means, you can't beat him. You got to join him.
But because he was under pressure,
yes.
He had to take a huge pay cut. It was either win or you gone. You're at your alma mater. You're prideful. You're kind of stuck in the mud, and we need a fix now.
3 years running.
So now flip. 3 years in a row after winning the first one. This is your probably best chance. You lose. That's how you come to a quarterback and say, you know what? Yeah, I won 11 games, but I think pretty much you're saying you're the guy, the reason why we lost.
So you're saying the pressure of losing 3 years in a row to Michigan caught up with Ryan Day.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Wells is one of my good ex-teammates. Them dudes, they said it's time for a change. And they out there saying it. Maurice Corrett said it. He said it. Bobby Carpenter said it. Them dudes they ain't with all this 3 years in a row, man. That loss hurt them, man.
I know Tressel said when they hired him, he has to beat Michigan.
Yeah, and he did the first time.
He did it.
But it's now what have you done for me lately?
Janet Jackson.
Lately, and there was absolutely nothing, and nothing. Anyways, good segment. Kenny Wilhite, Jay Foreman, Austin. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through December 5th is spend $75 and get a 2-pound prepackaged pecano roast for free. Limit 3 per visit while supplies last. Also, through the 5th, get 20% off all cheese and crackers. Don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday season is upon us. And wow, do we have some really awesome incentives to share with you. Right now at Koppel, we're offering 0.9% interest rates or $6,000 off select Chevrolet and GMC models. Yes, you heard right, 0.9% or $6,000 off select new models. In addition, Costco customers can get special incentives for this entire month. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus with approved credit.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Are you looking for some holiday fun? This year, start a new tradition. Make the Nebraska Christmas Light Show experience an annual event for your family and a cherished memory to look forward to every year. From Black Friday to January 3rd, buckle up and tune into the rhythm of the lights and let the magic of Christmas take over with the show. Now located at Star City Shores, just off of 27th and Highway 2. Buy your tickets for just $20 or $25 per car today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back. Jay Foreman, Kenny Wilhite, Austin. We got breaking news. We got the 4 finalists for the Heisman that just were announced. Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, Marvin Harrison Jr. So we're gonna we'll do our not too early predictions. Austin, who you thinking that's gonna win?
Want Penix to win is gonna be Daniels.
What's your reason?
Dude's put up almost 5,000 total yards, 40 touchdowns to 4 interceptions through the air on a 72% completion. Also rushing for 1,100 yards on 8 yards a carry and 10 more scores.
He ran for 1,000.
Ran for 1,100.
The dude from LSU?
Yes.
Yes.
He's winning the Lamar Jackson
He took a couple
Heisman.
shots too.
Lamar went 9-3.
Oh, he takes some hits.
Yeah. Lamar went 9-3 the year he won the Heisman. LSU went 9-3. Putting up ridiculous numbers both through the air and on the ground. Jane Daniels.
Who do you think, Kenny?
I'm pulling for Penix.
Do you think he'll win though?
I'm with Austin. I think Jaden will win because of stats, but I'm pulling for Penix.
Dang.
13.
I thought it was a foregone conclusion that Penix was going to win. He's undefeated. He has great stats, and he played phenomenal against Oregon on the national stage.
Twice.
Finished 8th last year in Heisman voting.
Right. But the fact that my man ran for over 1,000 yards and the amount of hits that he took, I mean, he takes some blows.
He got Sage Rosenfeld's helicoptered at one point.
Yeah, he did. I guess I'm going to go with Daniels just based on stats.
I'm going to go with Penix. I'm going to stick with Penix.
Yeah, I think, and plus, you know what else?
Your boy Rico's going with Bo Nix.
No, Bo Nix don't have a chance.
He don't have a chance. He lost.
Here's why I really think it'll do it. Daniels might win. LSU probably has more pull in a recent Heisman winner.
Voters, there's more voters that get to see
LSU
than
right.
you.
Michael Penix. It's kind of like when Christian McCaffrey. He was phenomenal and nobody ever got to watch him because they
Toby Gerhart,
all those guys.
Yes.
So I think that's going to hurt him as well. And also what I think could hurt him is it's 2 quarterbacks from that conference.
Well, he beat that other one twice.
Right. Well, but the fact is there'll be somebody
take
that
votes from him.
You got a Rico over there.
I got you.
You know, and probably some of the voters look just like Rico, little big head Rico. No, we love you, Rico, man. Rico's out there handling some family business, so we can't wait to see you back. Great show today. Want to thank Bill Mitchner stepping in, Kenny popping in,
Appreciate
doing it.
you,
We're
brother.
gonna have you around a lot more. Austin always on the 1s and 2s. Next up is AG Amon Green, and then we got DPE. Don't punt hour. So stay tuned for ticket weeknights. Jay Foreman, Kenny Wilhite, Austin Norman. We are out.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
What if that happened to Nebraska? What do you think would be going on right now? If somehow, some way, miraculously, Matt Rule and company went undefeated, and because we lost our starting quarterback, you forgot about the entire 100 and how many ever guys, as if it only took the quarterback to get Florida State undefeated. NCAA, make it make sense. Committee, make it make sense. There's no rhyme or reason to your selection.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's.